Recording in 3, 2, 1. What's good, Kingdom? Yo, welcome to another video on Lazyking Speaks. Alright, so, recently we had a little bit of a scenario in, in the Dokkan community of all communities. I mean, I am a pretty big, Dokkan fan. I do interact with the community here and there. Not too much. Most of Twitter community of Dokkan is unhinged, and it's just not really the greatest, funnest place to be. But somebody named Halvard, he is, I think, a data miner or something like that. He's a big person in the Dokkan community who gave insight stats or whatever that he did. But apparently there's been some controversy surrounding this person, which I have not really looked into yet, because I kind of want to make a video, discovering it all. And yeah, so with that being said, buckle up, because this gonna be something for sure. Right, so we start off with Minato Flash, also a big person in the Dokkan community, and he states, with the recent situation, I've had something come forward with me regarding Halvard that will clear a few things from yesterday on the timeline. Below I have left a document where they share their experience on having been taken advantage of, is probably how it's supposed to be. Then he posted a picture on here, which is TW, not sure what that means. Mentions of rape and extreme not safe for work messages. It's gross, look at your own risk. Then he got a little bit more. From what I found, Halvard in the past had reached out to multiple women involved with the Dokkan and Dragon Ball community, which led to them feeling uncomfortable with him, including 2 experiences I personally know of. One situation was highlighted yesterday here, and there's this picture of him. Why did I need to know that your feet stink? Sorry, it's okay as long as you don't still stink. Happy birthday, Angel. It's not my birthday. I feel bad for Halvard if him hounding women who play Dokkan wasn't the pattern of behavior, especially when he does it to girls who aren't catfishes. Don't reciprocate any of those feelings and are themselves in a relationship. They're more, I could say, but bottom line, he's a misogynist. Okay, so he's getting called a misogynist, a creep. What else? The other situation I unfortunately do not have at the moment, as this person is not on Twitter anymore, but I have contacted them separately. Halvard has shown repeated behavior of making women in the space feel uncomfortable, or is very forward with sexual remarks / acts. And this has led to very bad sentiment experiences with him, with repeated behavior, along with the extent he can choose to go is a threat to women in the space, and if I get any further information that will add to the threat, please feel free to DM if you know of any more. This was his last tweet since he has been deactivated. There's nothing to excuse my actions. I should have been more aware that my following and status would be daunting to other people when speaking to me, and would create a power dynamic, and I just wasn't. The age gap also fed into the power dynamic, which I also just was not thinking of. To Sage, I am truly and profoundly sorry that I did not take your feelings into account during the situation. I am so sorry that I went that far without me realizing there was this immense pressure on you from me, and that I was doing nothing to alleviate that. Well, I was in fact only making it worse. You are such a kind soul and wish nothing but the best for you. To my friends who stuck by me my entire time on this platform, Oni, Apple, Truth, Minato, Swag Kage, Abu, Mike, Vector, and anyone else that has been may have been as close to me as they were, I'm so sorry to let you down. I let you down. I'm sorry that this situation went so far and that it became this. None of you deserve this. You all loved and cared for me and saved my life at one point, and you are the greatest people I have ever met, bar none. To anyone I may have wronged in my time on this platform, whatever it may have been, if I ever caused you any strife or any annoyance, I am deeply sorry. It was all banter and sometimes it went too far, and I hope you're all okay and doing well for yourself. I will be leaving the platform, rightfully so. I will be returning. I will not be returning. My bad. I will not be returning. I'm going to seek immense therapy and help to alleviate the clear issues and imbalances I have. I hope that it aids in me becoming a better person because I clearly need it. Looking back on everything, I'm just disgusted with myself. I'm deeply sorry for this whole situation. Truly, goodbye. Okay, so he apologized, so that means that he acknowledges that he did something wrong, for sure, right? I think it's time to dive into the Google Doc, because Minato made a Google Doc, and it is, how many pages? 6 pages. Okay, that's not a lot. Halvard and I started talking in early October, and well, he was flirtatious. I wasn't anything too odd. However, one day, while I was extremely drunk, Halvard and I called, and he was extremely inappropriate and made me do many sexual things. Please keep in mind, I was newly 18 years old, and he was 26 years old. Okay, so it's a 10-year difference. Since it was on call, I don't have much proof of this initial event, but I do have a screenshot of the call itself. Okay, well, that's not really proof, but sure. As well as the comment he made the morning after. You did look very cute sleeping. Did I? I totally forgot I slept on call. Yes, and you looked very usable, to be honest. Usable. Okay, that's a odd thing to say. After this call, we would have a very sexual relationship while not ever officially dating. I didn't have many friends, so I would mostly be talking to him every day. Almost all of our conversations and calls would lead to a sexual thing, where either I take photos for him or he'll show himself on camera. While most of our conversations would seem consensual, the entire time I was very hesitant and uncomfortable. I was fearful that he would expose me in some way, either in my messages or my not safe for work photos. Images, understandably, if things ever were to go poorly. This is especially a worry of mine because he is a much larger account than I am. Even though I feel hesitant just due to how prominent of a person he is on the Dokkan Twitter. Additionally, I was extremely mentally unwell at the time, making me unhealthily cling to him more, even if I truly didn't want to. To add onto the drunk stuff, he would also consistently ask if I was drunk or would suggest that I should get drunk. Specifically just so he could take advantage of me. Okay, that is very bad. Are you drunk right now? Not drunk, just a little buzzed. Maybe you should have gotten drunk. I am a bad influence. Okay, this could be seen as a joke. Are you drunk right now? I miss you. Sorry I was so incredibly drunk last night. I was very hungover right now. I just threw up. No, you're okay. I enjoy you when you're drunk. Okay, there's definitely something from these messages that he wants her to be drunk. I believe the worst thing was that he was very prominent into rape as fetish. Oh. Frequently saying that he would rape me if he could. When I asked him about things, he claimed that he liked such fetishes because they were wrong. That is what taboo is, yes. Taboo fetishes are taboo for a reason, but like, I believe that, like a rape fetish is not really a fetish, but, you know, that's my opinion. Go to sleep so I can crawl through your window and rape you. Oh, God. 26-year-old man, by the way. I do, oh my god, yes, I would aggressively rape the fuck out of you. I use both holes until they're swollen, dripped with my cum, and you're shaking in tears. I need you, and I need to be inside of you, taking what's mine and leaving my cum inside your womb. Thinking about duct taping your pussy closed and trying your hands to a post and forcing myself inside your pretty asshole until you're in tears, whimpering and begging me to stop, fucking your throat until you're puking all over my cock because I'm being too aggressive with you. Ask me to rape you right now. I'm going to humiliate you one last time for the night. Record yourself saying it. Don't look away. Look right in the camera and say it. Imagine you're looking at me. I'm interested as to why you like it. I actually don't. I don't know how to explain it. I just like very over the limit things because they're wrong. Like they're hot to me because they're wrong, you know? Just like vomit and public fucking and piss. He was at least partially aware that this whole sexual relation was wrong. He would message me about being worried about our 8-year age gap, but never did anything himself to end our whole thing. Or at the very least stop being so intensely sexual and predatory. Right. It sucks because I love to show off my partner, but if I do that on Twitter, everyone will call me a pedophile. Despite you being 18 and being legal, I'm 26 and they will eat me alive for it. I'll lose everything over it and it fucking sucks. I don't think the issue was this at all, honestly. I think if you showed this person off with her consent, of course, I don't think the biggest issue would be that would be the age gap after all this. At the end of our relationship, he asked to continue things. I declined, but then he proceeded to kind of make me feel bad about saying no, saying that he felt dumb and was excited about it, making it seem like I let him down. I have a question. What is it? So you haven't told anyone about the stuff we did, right? Well, of course not. I wouldn't, for both of our sakes. Okay, good. Well, would you want to, like, keep doing it? Probably not anymore, but the time we had together was very enjoyable for me. Learned some stuff about myself. Together, so I would prefer not to do anything sexual romantic with anyone else right now. Oh, okay, I understand. Well, I'm dumb. I already taken a few pics for you. I for real thought you were gonna say yes. I'm sorry about that. Oh my goodness, my bad, I suppose. Lol. No, it's okay, I was just hyped about it. Well, if you ever want them, I will gladly send them. Okay. Don't feel dumb, it's alright. I understand how you feel, but right now I'm definitely just off limits sexually and whatnot. No, I understand, but if I may say one very unhinged thing real fast. I know nobody's going to make you come like I do, or trickle that itch in your brain that you know what I'm talking about. So if you ever change your mind and want to do stuff, PF or not, I will always say yes. Okay, done. God. Let me zoom in a little bit. He had said a lot more inappropriate things to me, but they don't feel necessarily to add. Just him being weird and making me record gross things for him. In the end, he has always been really weird to me and the others in the community, and I do not believe that he should have such a big platform on Dokkan Twitter. Get this fucker out of here. Also, he said this and it was kind of funny. I suck too, I just understand how to treat women, common sense. Right. Oh, that's it? Okay, we are through the Google Doc. Yeah. So, this is very weird. The only thing I can say is that he was definitely in the wrong. They both made some mistakes. For example, this Sage person never sent any nude pictures ever. Don't do it. Don't do it. It's not worth the risk. Especially if you don't know this person in real life or anything like that. It is this never a smart idea to do that. So anyone watching this right now, I'm not blaming her for doing this. I'm not blaming her for doing this. I'm just trying to, tell people that if you do this, there can be really bad consequences for this. It's never worth it. You will always be afraid the moment you send a picture such as this to somebody who might stab you in the back or like expose you, post like revenge porn of you. Like it's just not worth doing whatsoever. And I believe if she never sent this to him, she could have already exposed this guy for being very strange. Now obviously being drunk and promoting her being drunk is also very bad. I can't talk this right. It is just not okay whatsoever. I'm already like a very non-alcoholic supporter. I think alcohol is the poison of the brain, and I just frankly don't think it's actually a benefit to anyone drinking, especially in exaggerated manners. His comments about his fetish is also very bad, very weird. On top of like being very self-aware of it being weird and stuff like that. So I guess there was some kind of conscious in there, but just not strong enough for him to actually behave like a normal person. There's a lot wrong with this whole situation. Sage is totally a victim, and it is difficult to say anything about this, because the moment I like mention anything regarding how things could have been better, even me mentioning that she shouldn't have sent him pictures or videos or something like that, right? It's just very ignorant and foolish. She fell into this, I would say, rabbit hole because of her bad decisions, right? But just because they're bad decision doesn't mean that she's not a victim. I want to like clarify that until, you know, people are gonna be mad about me saying, oh, victim blamer. No, I'm just stating the facts. The facts on how things escalated to the point that they got. Obviously, both of these people had, you know, were vulnerable or weird, right? Halvard was definitely a very, very strange person, or is a very strange person. Not really anything that can be defended, in my opinion. Illegal, it's not illegal, I suppose. It is very strange. It is very wrong, in my opinion. Maybe it is illegal. Maybe he did some illegal things. I mean, I'm not a lawyer, so I don't know law like that. From what I see is that Halvard is a very weird person, and Sage was in a very vulnerable state of life where she made a lot of bad decisions back to back to let this happen, right? I hope that Sage recovers from this. I hope that Halvard actually is going to therapy like he said, because there's a lot of wrong with him. There's definitely a lot of wrong in this guy's head. I mean, this guy is supposedly like 26 years old. He's my age, mind you. He's my age. He's 26. I am also 26, and I would have never, in my wildest dreams, ever like talking to somebody like this. And the hiding behind it, oh, it's a fetish. I don't know, man. It's very strange, very odd. It is good that he's gone from Twitter, and we just hope and can pray that he actually is going to therapy, that he's actually trying to become a better person. And I hope that this Sage person is going to recover from this. I guess that's all I can say about the situation. It's a very, very clear-cut situation, unfortunately. So there's no like a lot of nuances to consider. There's no like, oh, but misinterpretation. You know, that's what we most of the times get with like these kind of situations. Like, oh, there's like this. You could like describe this like, oh, it's a joke, or like, you know, like, no, I don't see it at all like that. And I think the majority of the people who read this document and have you know, seen what I've seen seem to agree that this guy is a weird guy at the very least. And I think the age thing, I mean, I'm already a big promoter of raising the age of consent to at least 21, because physically the brain is fully developed at that age, and 18 is not fully developed at that age. Now, I don't really think that, you know, oh, well, she's 18, but, you know, she's still a minor. Some people, like, try to pretend, like, no, she's legally of age, right? And even if she was 35, for example, right? Anyone could be manipulated by anyone. Of course, you know, people who are younger are gonna be easily manipulated, right? And I do believe that Halvard is definitely a manipulating person. He definitely tried to, you know, get her drunk because he enjoyed that or something. There's definitely some power play. There's definitely some like some superiority thing going on. I mean, obviously, a drunk woman is very vulnerable, right? We all know this. That's why I never really support, you know, people actually going to bars and stuff, you know, like, it's just, for me, I don't think it's worth it, you know, like, drinking, drugs, like, all that shit is not worth it. And, you know, I'm not, you know, judging anyone for doing it, but I do firmly believe that it will never help anyone actually become better as a person, or more stable as a person, or improve their life in any way possible, right? So yeah, that was the situation about Halvard, and yeah, I think that's gonna be it for today. I thought it was important to talk about this, talk about what happened, talk about what has been conspiring in the Dokkan community. Yeah, oh god, man. Why is it always with gacha communities like this, man? Like, why? It is somehow always like this weird, like, weirdos in like gacha communities that just don't understand how to behave like a proper human being, you know, like it's just very telling to me, man. Like every single time, like the Genshin community, the fucking I forgot the name, Wuthering Waves community, like all these like weirdos just come out of the woodworks whenever it goes about gacha games, I suppose, you know. So yeah, with that being said, if you are a gacha game player or like part of like some kind of gacha game community, or even the Dragon Ball Z Dokkan community, I would avoid Halvard. I would not promote his stuff. I don't want anyone to go to him, you know, saying some awful shit. He acknowledged that he did something bad. He acknowledged that he's fucked up. Hopefully he's going to therapy, you know, trying to become a better person. And hopefully he'll never have this kind of thing in his life ever again. Yeah, that's all I can say about this whole situation, to be honest. I guess the final message I would like to say is, fetish is no reason to hide behind weird and gross stuff. Okay? Fetishes are weird inherently, but the moment it crosses into like crime territory or illegal territories, I think it's no longer a fetish. It's just something bad in your brain. With that being said, let me know what you thought about the situation in the comment section below. Leave a like and subscribe. That's about it. Take care, chat.